The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Honolulu taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And running with power here. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. On play action, Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game?
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. From midfield, here's Allen. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Allen now on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode anyway.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. It's a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's still on his feet. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Play action now. Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. But you look at this defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Swift is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Mariota. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Down. Red, cycle.
Mariota. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Can you keep up with us?
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To the air, Allen. And that's brought in by Knight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And again, it's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the side.
They're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pictured last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively, lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Isn't that the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run right here with Swift.
Wiggles free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
A big play there. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On the carry, here's Knight.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Knight.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw left side, complete. That's Knight. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Bam Knight, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Golden Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll be 15 seconds to play in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. Touchdown! Zonovan Knight in the final seconds of the first half. And the Golden Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Come on, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. First down, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Waste of time.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
ultra. Go ultra.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And Davis with it left side. Touchdown! Darius Davis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give, right side, Swift. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Mariota now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this returnable for Hines. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's called a surprise to the playing defense because not ordinarily calls a pass catcher. It often works when they decide to dial it up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they'll get to him short of 1st down at about the 16. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the front.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
forces a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the fore. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 4.
Throwing, Mariota. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
Here now, second and 4.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
And fighting down inside the 25.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it's more play there. He's probably been saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ready?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Allen's throw is complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Knight on the handoff, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Knight.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Allen. This is Knight.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now 1st and goal. To throw is Allen.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Throwing, Allen.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Oh, and this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen.
They gain nothing. They need inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Here it is. 4th and inches. Here's Allen.
Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, Might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready, set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Now Mariota. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Here's Mariota. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota. Pass complete. Got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Mariota. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Mariota. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Mariota. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete